Hi, I'm Ghost from ghostmusic.com, and you're listening to The Dev Room. But first, let's hear from our sponsors.
Today's episode is sponsored by ghostmusicom, the only place for developers to learn how to create their own video games, be better developers, as well as have a greater understanding and dialogue about being a better developer. So I actually wanted to have a conversation with you guys about this whole journey into entrepreneurship, small business, that sort of thing. So in today's episode, we're actually going to dive deep into ways that you can actually sustain your company, or what I'm doing. So one of the biggest ways that I am actually funding my company, because I get this question kind of a lot through DMs, sometimes through comments, and a lot of people want to know, because as you guys know, I don't have a monetized YouTube channel. I don't push affiliate links. People really want to know. And one of the ways that I tell people is I dabble. I'm not going to say that, like, full steam ahead, but I dabble in a little bit of passive income. And the way that I'm doing this is actually doing it through the stock market itself. What I'm doing is I'm basically using Robinhood to invest into specific stocks that pay me on a either monthly or semi-annual what is it? Pay me on semi-annual schedule, so I could be a little more productive and not worry so much about a 9 to 5, as well as working a 9 to 5. You got to do what you got to do. But I try to make sure that I have multiple streams of income while I'm also doing the podcast, which gets a little bit of ad revenue, not so much right now, but work baby steps, as well as do content creation. It could either be my YouTube channel, it could be my website, it could be TikTok, it could be Instagram, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's just the fact that it's one more thing that I'm adding to my portfolio that allows me to continue doing this even when I'm not getting paid and not have to worry so much, because I do everything scheduled out. So, maybe I might get to work an hour early, like I'm doing right now, and just recording a podcast episode and, uploading it and scheduling it. But I know that because I've been investing in stocks, that this hour, I'm not getting paid, but it's bringing some sort of revenue, because whatever money that it does bring, I reinvest, and then I keep that snowball sort of effect going. And then from my job, I take some of that money and I upload it into that, and then I let it snowball some more, and just that sort of thing. Like I said, I use Robinhood, but there's different platforms out there. There's Acorn, there's Webull, there's some other ones, but those are the only ones I really know about. But I've been trying to expand myself and expand the knowledge that I have, so I can actually continue to make this into a career that can go somewhere and not have so much to worry or so much on my plate that I can't make this sustainable. I'm trying to get to the point where everything that I do is calculated, and every risk that I take is well thought out, or maybe executed in a way that it's not hurting me. That's what I'm trying to convey. You need to make sure that whatever that you're willing to dabble in, there is always some way that even while you're you're doing this, or while you're hustling, or while you're doing this, that you have some sort of money coming in. I've seen so many people, and I've heard so many horror stories of people that are like, well, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business person, and I go and I talk to them, and we have the one-on-one, and I basically say, how are you funding this? And they tell me, what do you mean? And they're working so hard, because I used to do it. You work so hard for nothing, for absolutely nothing. You're not bringing any sort of money in. And it's not that, I want to have this whole conversation about, bringing in X amount of money. It's just the fact that, like, you have to pay your bills. You have to make sure that, you're funding everything, but you got to pay your bills. There's no way around that. And if your hustle is not bringing in anything right now, then you need to make sure that yourself is bringing in money. And that's why personally I invest, and I make sure that, I have something. It may not be a lot, but I have something. And I just want to put that kind of bug into you guys' ear about, you have to make sure that you do whatever you want to do and you live as happy as you want to be, but you got to make sure that you got something. The best person that I've ever heard explain this is Gary Vaynerchuk, where he basically says, like, no matter how hard the hustle is, you can work for 3 years doing whatever you love, but don't quit the day job, because that funds the passion. And then you keep working and you keep doing both until the passion outpays the day job. And I kind of agree with him on that one. As much as I would like to be like, yeah, you know what, forget this, I want to do what I want to do, and I want to have fun as much as I want to have fun, and I want to build my business the way I want to build my business. But in all actuality, if it's not pulling in anything, then you kind of don't have a business, you have a passion. So, just food for thought. Just food for thought. That's all that I'm trying to get to you guys. I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm not. I just want you guys to have your mind open. And with that one, I will see you guys in the next one. And if you guys are interested in joining Robinhood, make sure to look at the description of this episode itself, and I will have a link code which will allow you to get a free stock when you sign up, as well as get me a free stock. But you do get a free stock. It could be anything from Office Depot, Apple, Microsoft. It could be anything. It's a roulette. You can even get Ford. And with that one, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.